Happy Wednesday, YouTube. So I wanted to essentially make an announcement and stuff, but basically I'm going to be holding an 11-week live discussion on self-love and going to be doing it live here on YouTube starting on Monday. So Mondays at 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time here on YouTube. And if you're on Facebook, I just made the same announcement. And so this is a separate announcement saying the same thing. But let me share a little bit about why I want to do this. So, as a transformational confidence coach, I've seen from the very beginning that, so many people may have a knowing or a sense about who they are, but it's lacking the sense of being rooted in who they truly are and how they express themselves in the world, because they're not owning it internally. They're not owning who they are and their confidence and expressing it from that deeper place. And what I have learned through my own journey, as well as the people that I work with, and even just friends and stuff, is how much self-love having. I'm going to keep talking about this, okay? So just stay with me here. So, of course, knowing what self-love is, but being able to practice it, to love yourself, and to really be in that space internally within yourself on a regular basis, or at least on a, as you're practicing it, getting that sense of knowing and deeper awareness so that you build up momentum and it becomes your new normal. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. So 2019 had so many lessons for me, and I've just continued to see these patterns unfolding for me and a lot of the people that I'm with. And of course, you could always just call it law of attraction, but I think it's great when I see this. Oh, I just realized, I guess I don't need my headset set in. That's okay. So if self-love has been a thing for you, maybe you've said to yourself, yeah, self-love sounds great. What is that? What does that mean? What does that look like? How do I do that, right? How do I do self-love? How do I love myself? This conversation's for you. This conversation is really going to help support you in expanding your own awareness of what self-love means for you, because I'm going to share with you my top 11 self-love practices, but there are 8 billion, quadrillion, zillion ways that self-love can show up for each of us. So by no means is this saying these are the top 11. I don't really believe in that. Anytime someone says this is, this is that, there's more. There's more than that. It's about you understanding what it means for you. So, but I'm going to start with what has really stood out for me and the people that I've worked with. And so this conversation is in service to you because we're in 2020. We're in 2020. Hello. Wasn't it just like 2000? Now it's 2020. So 2020, that year of you not just having surface level confidence, not just still saying, I want to do this thing someday. It's in service to you of integrating on a deeper level everything you've experienced and learned and the journey you've been on for, we could just say 2019, right? What all happened for you in 2019? But what's happened for you the last 5, 10, 15, 20 years that's gotten you to where you are today and is calling for a deeper sense of rooting and integration within you? Is there something that comes up when I say that? I have discovered that self-love is like the portal. Self-love is the portal. And sometimes even to get to that self-love place, it requires you to say yes to healing something that's happened in your life first as well. So to some, degree, that's part of this. But so I really just wanted to highlight that for the next 11 weeks on Mondays, I'm going to be talking about live here on YouTube, going to be talking about, I'll be sharing one of my 11 self-love practices each week, and we'll expand on them a little bit. Some of these conversations might be a little shorter, some might be a little longer. And then, of course, like I like to do at the end of each one, I'm going to pull cards to help, help support and further integrate the topic that we'll be discussing. And I want you to know that this is, I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going to be starting with what my top 11 are, but this is space for you to say, what does self-love mean for me? For you. What does self-love mean for you? This conversation is also really going to be in service to people who identify with being an overthinker and overanalyzer, because it can be really easy to say, stop being so serious, stop, going so deep, stop, just have fun, just play, just be. Yeah, those are fantastic. And yet, overthinkers and overanalyzers can really get tripped up from this headspace of getting to the space where you can just be, where you can just have fun. And so if that resonates for you, this conversation is for you, absolutely. And of course, anybody else who this is just resonating with on some level, right? We're here in 2020, and there may be this sense of, oh no, I'm supposed to have it all together now, right? Like 2020 just sounds like, wow, how did we get to 2020? Poof, all of a sudden we're in 2020, right? So if that's the space you're in, this conversation is in service to you as well. You are not expected to all of a sudden have it all together, be perfect, and have everything in place. And yet you may realize that this is time that you're ready to say, okay, so it's not all together yet, but I'm saying heck yes to it now. And what does that mean next? What is my next action step? And maybe that's, opening yourself up and to these conversations and really allowing yourself to gain a deeper understanding of what self-love means for you. And there may be some things that I share that you say, oh yeah, I got that one, Kim. I've got that self-love practice down. But then maybe there's another one I say that you're like, yeah, that's one that would be good for me to work on. And so I could certainly share all 11 with you at the same time, and actually was going to do that at first. And then I realized it actually made a lot more sense to piece them out over time, because it is a practice. It's something that is going to continue to unfold for you. You've probably already been on this journey of trying to understand, what does self-love mean for you? And so here you go. We're going to have space for that. So again, some of these conversations might be a little longer, some a little shorter. And I want to just also say, so one of the things that spurred this, the first reason was at the beginning of the year, January 1st, I said to myself, okay, what are the messages that I'm feeling drawn towards sharing more right now? Like what, right? Like what's one of my big messages this year? And self-love was at the top of the list. But the other thing I want to say is that, don't should on yourself. Okay. Don't should on yourself. Again, this is kind of going back to maybe there's this perception that here it's 2020 and everything should be looking, perfect, right? Everything should be in place now in your life. No, don't do that to yourself. And especially don't do that to yourself. I mean, for everyone, don't do that to yourself. Okay. Don't do that to yourself. That's not self-love. Don't should on yourself like that. Okay. You simply just need to say, yes, this sounds good. This feels good. I'm going to be part of this, right? Even if you don't join my videos, maybe just watching this, hearing me talk about it right now is a little confirmation for you that this is something that would be in service to you moving forward. But what I also just want to highlight and focus on, if you are an entrepreneur, if you're a coach, if you are an energy worker or healer of some kind, if you are a professional, someone who's been on your mission-driven life and purpose journey for a certain length of time already, and you've already experienced a certain degree of success, and yet maybe you're finding that self-love is an area that you would benefit from focusing more of your time and energy on. And it to some degree, it's not something that you're going to actively go like, okay, right now I'm thinking about self-love and I'm going to focus on self-love. Oh, I'm supposed to just that's not really it. It's more of this integrated awareness and deeper understanding that becomes something that you embrace internally. And I know that sounds very vague and abstract. So that's why we're having the conversation. And so wherever you are in your journey, whether this is, whoever you are, if this is speaking to you, this is for you. And I simply encourage you to say yes if it's speaking to you. And know that I'm holding space for you to really deepen that within yourself, because let me elaborate. I don't think I really elaborated much yet on why does this matter. Because confidence is amazing. And the more confident you are, stay with me here, the more confident you are, hello, it's easier to do things, right? It's easier to put yourself out there. It's easier to do anything and everything, to pursue your dreams and goals. It's to have conversations with people, to try something new, to branch out, all of that, right? However, if it's simply confidence that is coming from a headspace and not deeply rooted in who you are internally, then it can continue to be this place that is a tripping point for you, a stumbling block, something you may have to really amp yourself up and first before you do that, whatever that next thing is, right? So let's say you're doing a live video and you're freaked the heck out, as you're just like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do a live video, but I got to do a live video. And you may have to really, really, really work yourself up to do that live video. You can do that, right? But the more you've got this internal sense of self-love, knowing your value, knowing your worth, knowing how amazing you are on a visceral level, then your preparation time isn't going to be as lengthy or as intense or as scary. And in no way am I saying once you have self-love, you no longer need to prepare for things. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the degree of you psyching yourself up gets way better because you're owning who you are. You're accepting all of who you are. You're honoring who you are. And you have a deeper understanding and awareness of what this means and feels like for you. So let me know if this resonates with you. I'd love to know if you like this video. Please let me know. Click that thumbs up button, or let me know what conversations or thoughts are coming up for you. As we're going through these next 11 weeks, starting Monday, let me know if, what does self-love look like for you right now? Let me know in the comments, and I'll integrate some of that into the conversation that we're going to have, and add where it fits. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, and I thank you for being here. And again, know that this kind of also just goes right to every day is a new day. Okay, so however 2020 has started, all that's required is for you to simply say yes. Yes, I'm here. Yes, I am choosing to open up to something more for my 2020. And it's time for me to viscerally feel and know how amazing and awesome you are. So, hey, Jack, good to see you. Just saw your comment pop up. Awesome. Yes. So let me know if this conversation is resonating with you. If you plan to join me live on Mondays at 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern, here on YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and close out this video by pulling cards, because that's what I do. So let's pull a self-care card. See what message is coming up right now. Okay, what message wants to come through for everybody who's watching today's video? Whether you're live or on the replay. Okay, there we go. Independence. So essentially, oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, so this photo, you may be working, Jack. Okay, that's okay. I understand. But if this resonates with you, maybe you could join me on the replay. I have to point out, because I don't know that you can fully see this. She has basically butterfly wings. Independence, butterfly wings. Yeah. This is what happens when you've got a deeply rooted sense of confidence, because you came through that portal of self-love. You did your healing work. Through it all, you allowed yourself to really own on a deeper level who you are. And you're everything. You're all of it. You're the supposed mistakes and the supposed perfections. I say supposed because nothing's a mistake and nothing's perfect. And it's all perfect. So let me actually read the back. I didn't read the back yet. So we have independence, and it says, decide for yourself. Exercise your right to choose. I love that. Absolutely. Exercise your right to choose what self-love means for you. So again, that's why I say I'm going to be sharing with you my top 11, but this is also me holding space for you to really get a deeper sense of what does self-love look like for you. So I love this. And because when you have that deeper sense, you transform just like butterflies transform. And so maybe you have that sense of being in the cocoon. This is totally speaking to me. I got to be honest, totally speaking to me. I'm so glad you're enjoying this, Jack. And to me, this is the pathway to expanding and, becoming ripened so that you are ready to expand and transform. And something I want to say, so I also did this same announcement type of video or a similar one, that's longer here on YouTube. But I also did a similar video over on Facebook just a little bit ago. And something I said over there is I just acknowledged how I've noticed my mission as a coach, as an energy worker, as a speaker is evolving. It's like always evolving, but anyway, it's evolving. And I want you to feel as whole as possible. And in the other video, I said, I want you to be as whole as possible. I just want to do a little self-correction on that. You are whole. You are whole. You're not broken. Nobody needs to be fixed. We're all here, though, on this human journey, and we can know what it feels like within ourselves to not quite feel fully rooted or grounded or centered or balanced, right? All of that. So I just wanted to acknowledge, if you're watching both videos, that's essentially what I'm talking about. I want you to feel as whole and amazing as possible because first and foremost, you deserve that. That's why. That's because. But secondly, yeah, we're in 2020, right? Heck yeah, you've been through whatever you've been through and you've earned it. You've earned that sense of feeling as whole and amazing and oh my God, what's up with here? As expanded as possible. And so this conversation, Jack's expanding soon. Yes, I feel like I need a blowhorn or something. Maybe not a blowhorn, like one of those. Congratulations, Jack. And congratulations to anybody else out there who is feeling that expansion, your transformation, your wings being spread soon. Yeah, you deserve that. So I'm going to actually just pull a couple more cards. We're going to pull an inner peace card. Let's see what expanded message wants to come through here. And let me know too. Let me know if, I know some of you are on, I know some of you I'm connected with on Facebook as well, but some of you I may not be. And I would just love to know. So if you wouldn't mind sharing, I would love to just know in the comments Are we connected on Facebook or are we just on YouTube together? Let me know. And 2020 vision, right, Jack? Absolutely. Okay, what's this one? Okay, okay, I think this is the front. Okay, I love this. This is so right in alignment with it. I learn from both positive and negative experiences. Absolutely. And then the back says, your joy is divine, and so is your suffering. Okay, right? Take that in. Your joy is divine, and so is your suffering. There's so much to be learned from both. Well, heck yeah, this is the Every Day is a New Day show. Hello. Yes. Every day is a new day. Every year is a new year. Okay, and lastly, we're going to pull a power thought card. Pulling a power thought card. Jack, you're up to some awesome things. I see that. That's awesome. Okay, what is the power thought for everyone who watches this video? There is plenty for everyone, including me. I think that's what it says. There's plenty for everyone, including me. Yeah, there is. There is. Self-love is not something for just some people. It's not something that, well, you get to have it now, but you don't. Right? It's not something that you give to others while sacrificing yourself. There's plenty for everyone, including you. So that's definitely going to come up in our conversation as well about making sure that you are loving yourself as well as the love that you're giving to others. So, okay, I could actually just talk for days and days and days, but I'm going to go ahead and go here. But I look forward to connecting with you on Mondays at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern time here on YouTube. And let me know what's coming up for you in regards to this subject. If this is resonating with you, and let me know also, are we connected also on Facebook or just YouTube? I'd love to know. And I thank you for being here. And I hope you know how amazing and valuable and important you are. And so our conversations are going to be in service to you really getting to hold and own that space and deepen your awareness on this subject. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you on Mondays. Bye, everybody.